probe has completed its scan.
Continuing on with what I believe is episode 22 of this series, I am looking for all of the things, so I want as many probes as I can launch in quick succession at the moment. Let's send them over there and find that science objective. But meanwhile, we are trying to make alloys because we've effectively run out. We are trying to
team has completed a task.
Find out what happened to the Edamanenki. Brilliant. Okay. Okay. Well, I had no plan of moving the Tycoon for the time being anyway, so I don't mind the fact that it wants me to stay here. What I do mind is that my mining ship's taking forever to actually get to their destinations right now. Okie dokie. This one... Good. It's not just a small quantity of iron, it is... well, it is a term that probably is best left unmentioned because I'm trying to keep this family friendly. Let's just say tons. Okay, we have this one. What do you want? Okay. No options about how to deal with the fact that there are bodies bumping into the station and people talking about this fact all the time, but so be it. I guess that's the counterpoint to please keep the station in place because we're trying to retrieve all of the data. You can be switched off again for the time being. Actually, that can stay on because before long I'm going to be receiving iron anyway. Now, you've got 3. You're not a ship. It may actually be worth having the extra mining ship at this point in time. And I could produce another 5 ships if I want them.
An
Interesting.
accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Oh good, we're having accidents again. That's always fun. Carbon and silicon. It's closer than the other sets I found. I guess I should have done a spiral outwards. That would have been a smart way of doing this. Do I really only have one ship collecting iron? That seems incorrect. What is going on here? I don't want this one doing it, but I definitely want you and you doing it. Okay.
A probe has completed its scan. A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, so following my advice from moments ago, what else is nearby? That is. I could have a second science ship, that is a good idea. Sector 4. Yes. Sort of too many things going on, and not things going on simultaneously once again. Cool, there's some science over there, there's some science over here. What do I need in order to open another sector? That is not the right direction. Try this direction. Yes, I need alloy to do that. I don't have the alloys. Never mind. As much as I would like to open a new sector and send all the frozen crew there, I just can't do it at the moment. And from past experience, I need all of the electronics I can get my hands on, so I don't want to divert attention away from getting the silicon. It's a shame we didn't find the closer ones first, but never mind. Judging by the last few sectors, I will want to harvest virtually everything available anyway, so it doesn't matter that much which order we do it in. What does matter is finding all of the things that we're going to have to explore at some point. There's still another sciencey thing very nearby. So it's definitely feeling like it's worth having more than one science ship at this point in the game. Okay. Someone stole the directions to Remus. Brilliant. Okay. Parts of the Etabenenki have shifted around the system, which is probably where all those nearby science things have got to, or come from, I guess. Yeah, we definitely want to learn, well, we want to learn all of these things, but let's find out what attacked them first.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Another one, really. Yes. Okay, fine. In that case, Sector 4 may just become the housing sector, not much else. That was the wrong button. This, oh no, that's the one that has to go on a wall. There is... Nope, that's fine. There is another type of housing, apparently, which I may be able to research now. So what are the new things we've got? Nuclear power plant. I don't see a reason to use that right now. Turned waste into water. Well, I never seem to produce waste, so that's a non-issue. Train station would be kind of nice, but it's not that dramatic. Drones. What do drones do? That moves stuff between sectors quickly. Okay. That would also be nice, but not critical. Bigger hospital. Okay. That bothers me that I might need that. Okay, we could build a temple. Yep. Really? I would have imagined that an observatory would have a benefit beyond just making people happy, but sure. Algae farm. Okay, turn water into food. That sounds rather similar to the crop farm. Therefore, I believe if I can find the right option in here, crew quarters. Yeah, additional beds would be good. When I can actually afford to do it. Which should be soon.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Alright, collect that science so that I can complete the thing I'm trying to research. Send another probe out. Sure, let's find the carbon. I don't think I need it, but sure. Figure out what's going on with Ripley. Why are you not available on the other screen? It has crew.
A probe has completed its scan.
Am I forgetting something really obvious? Why is it not showing up in my list of science ships? Because it's not actually constructed. I see. Well, that requires polymers. That requires to be switched on, and it requires stuff to be transferred here. Polymers. Sector 4. Unpause. There we go. Sure, you can have 100. We've got that many. Okay, yes. I forgot to actually switch this on. That does not help my cause. And I need to check where we're sending them. Yes, it is Sector 4. Good. Okay, we have sufficient science to complete that research now. Okay. So the UN managed to board the Piranesi, but the Piranesi fired their main weapon. I don't have a main weapon. Do I need a main weapon?
An accident has occurred in the Typhoon.
Again with the accidents. Alright. My ice quantity is not dropping, and I'm worried that this is switched off and needs to be switched on. Okay, that should help. Also, this can be switched on for once. Not that one. This one. Okay, any century now we will finish the research of how to have bigger houses. Or not. Maybe it's just a washed pot syndrome that's taking longer than I want. Cool. Did we manage to transfer the silicon over here? No. Why not?
A science ship team has completed a task.
I am sure I requested silicon to be transferred. Here we go, this might be it. There we go, cool. That's always a bit painful. I'm sure there's better ways of managing all my resource transfers, but I've certainly not got the hang of it yet. Ooh, Sector 2, food, okay. Not enough food in Sector 2. That is rather surprising. Food. Really? Stop hogging all the food, people. Sector 1's about to have a problem as well. Let's try 50, 50, and 50. Yeah, that should help. And let's make sure Sector 3 is actually producing all the food it can be producing. Yeah, okay. Can I fit any more crop fields here? I don't think I can. Okay. What was that and why did I put it there? That is a crew quarters. I also don't have the alloys to make more food producing things, which is going to make things tricky for me. Still not got enough food here. Why? 26 of 29. Really? Okay. Got just enough. I am in trouble. That can be switched on. That will help slightly. Yeah, Sector 4 might have to start making some food as well, I think.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay, I'm going to get rid of this before I accidentally use up all of my limited alloys upon it. I am going to try to build... that requires 30. Let me look at this one first. Building another one of these requires 16, yeah, but I can't fit them there unless I get rid of that. Which might not be the worst idea in the world. If I were to get rid of that. That would hopefully allow me to reclaim some of my alloy. At which point I could spend that alloy to build crop farms and so on and so forth, right? So, except all of the alloys coming out of this sector immediately. This is sector 3. You're going to need at least 50. Actually, you're going to need, let's say 8. Because sector 2, if I'm not mistaken, has an EVA site and they're not going to be working very well if they've got no alloys. Oh, goody. Okay. Can't have people from both crews in the same sector. And we need to move people around. Okay. Yeah, I'm inclined to say we do not have time for this. You must set aside your differences because, not to get too political when I'm playing a game here, but I'm of the opinion that separating different peoples is only going to make things worse because they will focus more on their own cultures and whatnot, focus on their differences, whereas mixing them together, they have to learn about each other. It's more likely that they will blend and get used to each other over time, even if that does mean centuries. Anyway, let's not do politics in a game. Okay, you're building your housing. Good. I should have less of a housing problem in general at the moment, actually, because, yeah, now that that research is finished, I've got stacks of housing. That is good. Sector 2, no, Sector 3. This is still being removed. There we go. You need to produce more of that. I've run out of silicon again. Okay. May as well find out while I've found it. Somehow we still haven't managed to produce that other ship. 10 out of 25. Really? Honestly.
A probe has completed its scan.
There we go. Hooray! Finally making the ship that I tried to make what feels like an hour ago. promised to turn the mushroom walls, plural, off for at least 30 cycles. Okay. Do you understand that I have a food shortage? Well, that being the case, I've not been able to make use of this one for basically the entire game at this point anyhow, so... try that again. There we go. You can be switched off. Alrighty. Yes. Science ship. Go collect science, please. Right. So, the Etamanenki was launched to find exoplanets, but they had no idea how to do it, so they stole the data from the Pythagoras. Stole might not be quite a fair word, but you understand what I'm saying. Okie
A
dokie.
science ship has arrived at its destination.
Good. Collect that science, please.
Administrator, we have found the Piranesi signature stored in the Etamanenki's destroyed command center.
Mm-hmm.
It is a ship unlike any other in our records. A formidable opponent, now in possession of the Remus coordinates. The eventual failure of the Tycoon's hull is inevitable. We have no other choice but to confront the Piranesi. Before we leave the system, we must find a way to develop an effective countermeasure strategy.
Countermeasures to their weapon?
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay. Large quantities of steel. Could I please collect said steel instead of it just floating there being useless to me? That would be kind of useful. Okay. Yeah, let's find out these yellow particles. That won't be dangerous at all, I'm sure. The deuterium can go now over here. Collapse food production district. Yeah, that sounds useful. Definitely having issues with food lately.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Good. Alright, they seem to be prioritizing the nearby iron. That suits me just fine. Okay, definitely look for the potential survivors first.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Definitely getting a few accidents lately. Which is supposed to happen when you're overworked and that sort of thing, but I don't think anyone's overworked, given how many people we have now. Somewhere on this screen.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Yes. Pledged to awaken 100 cryotic pods in 24 cycles. I don't think I can do that. It's 3 pods per cycle. 3 times 24 is not 100. I do not have room to build another one of these things, let alone time to complete it in no. Sorry. As much as I would like to do that, I want more people. But I also want more food. Oh boy. I am very short on food. Oh dear. Now that I may actually have alloys though, I can try to build another crop farm. That doesn't look like the right thingamajig. Oh no, that is correct. Okay. This thing is definitely functioning, right? So that tiny bit of road that's connected to it is sufficient. Good. Actually, if I put it... No, that's not going to work. Alright. Trying to be conscious of spacing again. I want all of this space to be crop farm now. So let's get rid of this snippet of road here. And put it here instead. And then let's construct the crop farm. Oh, that needs water. I cannot transfer water. I do not have a fusion station, which is not small, to put it bluntly. That could go here. Could actually fit there kind of neatly. Actually, before we get carried away. 60. Yeah, I'm gonna need it eventually anyway. Alright. Alrighty. I am kind of looking forward to playing this game from the beginning again, simply because I should be able to do it with fewer mistakes. Right, that's connected. If we look at food, yeah. Food is a real problem now. Well, sucks to be me. Have we completed? Yes. Sector 1. Please stop waking people up. I can't afford to feed them. Alright, I'm going to leave the game paused for a second. This, I'm really hoping I can actually retrieve some food from one of these. That would help my cause, at least temporarily. I require that. That means I need electronics in here. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Tell you what, tune in next time to find out if my entire population starves or not.